They tried to make being gang cool. Now you're in handcuffs. And these folks are just throwing charges at your ass. Just throwing them. You can't do shit. You can't even dodge. You can't duck. You can't dodge. You can't bob. You can't weave. You can't do shit. They just throwing charges at you. You can't even jump over the charge because another one is coming straight at your head, midair. Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Rashad Crenshaw back again with another video. Now, Gunna is being accused of being a Shady Park Crip and is under investigation for two homicides.
He is a member of the Shady Park Crips out of South Fulton. He is under an investigation at this point in time by more than one law enforcement agency concerning at least two homicides committed by that gang during this time.
Now, Gunna's lawyer completely denies these allegations and claims that they're false, and he also claims that a witness claims that Gunna has nothing to do with the situation at all.
But Gunna's attorney called those allegations false. In fact, he claims that a witness with knowledge of the gang told prosecutors that the rapper is not affiliated with them.
I repeat, not involved in any of this so-called Shady Park Crips matters.
Now, the thing about this is, you see how the charges continue to stack against Gunna? It gets worse and worse and worse. It gets worse. They're charging him with two bodies now in relation to a gang we didn't even know he was allegedly a part of. We didn't even know he was allegedly a part of this gang. We didn't even know. Now they've got this man in there. They're denying him bond, saying he's a threat to the community, a threat to the public. They got witnesses being threatened by fans. And now to top it all off, to make it all perfect, Gunna is now being accused of two bodies and has now been linked to a gang, an extra gang outside of YSL. You're already being accused of all the other shit going on with YSL. Everything that they've done, the state of Georgia is accusing you of being related to that. Now, to make it 10 times worse, two bodies are now being stacked on top of Gunna that have nothing to do with the RICO case he's already being charged with, in conjunction with the drug and gun charges he took when they raided his home after he turned himself in. Can it get any worse for these two? Like, seriously. I understand the lawyer is doing what lawyers do. He's coming out and professing the innocence of his client. He's claiming that his client is innocent, that this case has nothing to do with Gunna. But here's something that you guys need to pay attention to. The prosecutor said that Gunna was being investigated by more than one law enforcement agency because of this situation involving these two homicides. He did not name the investigation agencies. He did not name these law enforcement agencies. He didn't say the police. He didn't say law enforcement. He said law enforcement agencies. We don't know who that is. Could be the FBI. I doubt it. I doubt that they would go for the Shady Park Crips. But who's to say? Who's to say who is investigating Gunna right now? This is a horrible situation for anybody to be in, regardless of whether you're a rapper, a normal guy walking up and down the street with a normal job, living your life. This is a horrible situation for one to find themselves in, for anyone to be in. And to see Gunna be in this position, to see Gunna dealing with this situation, it goes to show that this lifestyle that they have sold us is a bunch of bullshit and it's not worth it. They tried to make being gang cool. Now you're in handcuffs. And these folks are just throwing charges at your ass. Just throwing them. You can't do shit. You can't even dodge. You can't duck. You can't dodge. You can't bob. You can't weave. You can't do shit. They just throwing charges at you. You can't even jump over the charge because another one is coming straight at your head, midair. What can you possibly do? I mean, let's keep it 100. Like, what is Gunna going to do? Someone explain to me. He can't do shit. Trying to be a rapper and trying to be a street nigga at the same time is stupid. There's absolutely no point. Once you reach a certain level, people need to start valuing reaching success. These rappers want to do it both ways. These dudes overestimated their own ability to walk away from these situations with no consequences, and they underestimated the police, underestimated law enforcement, and underestimated consequences. Young Thug literally has the audacity and the unmitigated gall to literally be in an interview and say, if I didn't like what YFN Lucci was doing for his mama, I would have been killed him. I'm not asking Young Thug to like YFN Lucci. I'm not asking Young Thug to make peace with YFN Lucci. That's their business as grown men. But for the sake of Young Thug himself, why would you get on an interview and say that if you didn't like what he was doing for his mama, you would have killed him? Even if you felt that way. Even if YFN Lucci said or did something that was so foul that you just had to fantasize about killing this nigga. Why would you go and say that on an interview, knowing that in future you're gonna end up sending people to try and kill him in jail? Why? Why are you trying to be a rapper and a street nigga at the same time? Why? This shit is stupid, and I'm glad that we're seeing this cultural change where this shit is no longer cool, especially if you're a rapper who's making millions of dollars still trying to be street. Now, given the fact that the GBI had wiretap evidence, allegedly has all sorts of evidence, physical evidence, audio evidence, text message evidence against YSL, I shudder at the thought of what they've got against Gunna specifically. Because the thought in everyone's head was that Gunna, he a smart dude, you know what I'm saying? He just caught up in the bullshit. He wasn't gangbanging, he was moving smart. Gunna's just caught up with the wrong crowd. Everything will get cleared up. Gunna's probably gonna walk away. And here comes a prosecutor to tell us, no, he not walking away. We got 2 extra bodies not even associated with YSL, but is associated with Gunna. Now what? It gets worse. It gets worse every, I don't know how to describe this. I don't know any other way to describe it than it gets worse. Literally, there's nothing else. I can't get anything else out of my, I can't get any idea out of my brain. It just gets inconceivably worse over and over and over again, bruh. This shit is stupid. Why is a rapper who's been successful for quite some time, who's been successful for about 4 to 5 years, who's been hanging with Young Thug for longer than that, why are you gangbanging and being associated with murders? Why are you promoted this lifestyle to people? You rapped about, I shot at his mommy, he no longer mentioned me. Y'all rapped about this. You promoted the bullshit lifestyle. You promoted the gangsterism. You promoted the fuckery to the community. And now look at the situation that you're in. Now look at the predicament that you're in. Now they're charging you with 2 extra bodies on top of the bodies that you already got with the YSL case. The cop that got shot about 6 times. Look at the situation that you're in. And you tell me if it's worth it. You tell me. As a rap fan, do you think that the image and the lifestyle that these niggas have been pushing and promoting, does it look worth it to you? Look at the situation that they're in. They can't get bond. They're being charged with murders out of the blue. Is this really what y'all want for the community in future? Do you really want that? It's a tough situation for Gunna, but at the end of the day, if you choose to be a rapper and a gangbanger at the same time, there's risks and consequences that come with it, and you gotta face that. It is what it is.